Good day and welcome to all our viewers all over the world and all over South Africa at the Northwest University's webinar with our theme Student Experience at the NWU. Today, the Vanderbijlpark campus in the lovely scenic Vaal Triangle. My name is Pieter Muller and I'm from Marketing and Student Recruitment Office at the NWU. I will facilitate today's exciting glimpse into the activities of the Vanderbijlpark campus. Now, before we start, as you know that the NWU is well known for the academic excellence and also for its vibrant student life. And this webinar is an opportunity for you as a prospective student, hopefully next year, and to have a look at the NWU's student experience. And what better way to do it to experience student life at your future campus virtually. So this webinar will be hosted by the SRC and also the SCC, and you'll get an explanation of that as well. And together with the marketing and student recruitment staff of the NWU. So just before we introduce our panel, let's have a look at what you can expect at our campuses. Now that was great, I think, and I must agree that this is nice and this is exciting, and I'm sure that you are excited as we are to hear more from our student leaders. But before we introduce them to you, listen to this. We are giving away 10 valuable NWU hampers and giveaways to 10 lucky prospective students. So stay tuned and don't go away, because you might just be a winner of this NWU afternoon hampers that we are going to give away. Our two main social media platforms are this afternoon, Webinar Jam and YouTube. And you can check on the right hand side, click on the chat box, and you can put forward your questions, which we will divert and forward to our panel. And now the introduction of our panel, and we are so privileged to have our student leaders with us today. Vaal Triangle, Vanderbijlpark campus, and the academics officer is Mr. Siyabonga Hlope. Good day, sir. It's great to have you with us. Siyabonga.
Okay, sorry guys. Good day everyone. Prospective first years, parent, viewers at home. My name is Siyabonga Hlope. I'm currently serving as an academics officer of the SCC. I'm doing my final year in Bachelor of Education. I'm currently enrolling as a faculty mentor. I'm assisting in terms of bursary. I'm also currently a supplementary instructor. I'm also a faculty assistant.
Thank you, Siyabonga. Just as a matter of interest, where are you from?
I'm from Eguruleni, Tutuza.
Fantastic. Great choice of the Vaal campus. Our next member of the panel will be Sheriff Rampele. He's the Council of Societies Office. Hello, Sheriff.
Of course, Peter, you are right. I am Sheriff Rampele, Chairperson of Societies in the Daar Triangle Campus. I am from Limpopo in Polokwane, and I'm a final year BA law student. And my duty as the Chairperson of Societies is to ensure that our campus is vibrant. I'm responsible for all the sites on campus, Chairperson of all Chairpersons of campus. And I am also ensuring that every student coming here finds a home in our campus in terms of cultural home, political home, academic home, and social home. So I am your go-to guy in terms of that. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Sheriff. We're going to hear a lot more of you. And our third member of the panel is Kgotsofala Papi Ramasilo. He's the SCC Secretary General and also SRC Marketing and Projects Officer. Good day, Papi.
Thank you very much, Pete, and thank you very much to the viewers at home and our prospective students. My name is Kgotsofala, my surname is Ramasilo, mostly known as Papi around campus, and I am the Secretary General of the SCC, and subsequently I am the SRC Projects and PRO. My duty as an SRC Projects and PRO is to ensure vibrancy in our campus and vibrancy in the institution, and to improve social cohesion between students. And in the SCC, I am the secretary. It is to ensure that all House Committee members and all SCC members are on their toes. They submit to different departments of our institution. And I come from a small town in Ekurhuleni called Katlehong. We are coming from the same town with Mr. Sia, our academics officer. Thank you.
Thank you, Papi, and looking forward to hear much more later today. And always a lovely and a beautiful lady amongst the men. And today it's Michelle Nyakuwonke. It's so great to see you, Michelle. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for getting it right. I'm Michelle Nyakuwonke, the SCC Fundraising Officer, and I'm currently doing my honors in medical sociology. I'm also all the way from Ekurhuleni, but in Zakane. My duties as a fundraising officer is to fundraise for students in our campus, for example, for outstanding fees, and also to facilitate all the fundraising initiatives that are happening on campus. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Looking forward to hear a lot of you, or more from you as well. And our fifth member of the panel is Mr. Jabu Sitole, senior member of the marketing team, one of our colleagues. Great to see you, Jabu.
Hi, Pete, and afternoon to all the prospective students. It's actually nice and interesting to tune into this thing. And I would like to say, prospective students, have fun, ask a lot of questions. If you need anything about the NW, just ask questions. And I'm from marketing and student recruitment. My responsibility is to make sure that you know more about Northwest University. Thank you, Pete.
Thank you, Jabu. Jabu, I'm going to start with you. Of the questions coming in, as a marketer who visits schools all over the country, what is the most common element that binds prospective students together in their search for an ideal campus like the Vaal?
Right, Pete, when we go to different schools, you find that most of the students, when they talk about the universities, one of them, they will say, I want to be far away from home. Others will say, I want to be close to home, because as you heard that others, they are from Ekurhuleni, others are from Limpopo and all that. So, but the most important thing is the quality of education that the university is offering, because the students, they check what are we offering, the student life and all those things. So when you go to schools, we just check those things, and then we also tell them that you need to work hard, because we also assisting them with APS score. We give them information through the inquiry cards that we're giving them at the schools, and we make sure that all the information that they want, they get. And we leave our contacts, and then we contact them regularly. So that is the most interesting thing and common thing that we see at the schools.
Thank you, Jabu. I think this one is forwarded to Sheriff. You can decide. It comes from Lindokwile. She asks, will we be told about things that the campus offer in terms of academics, residency, entertainment, sports, and recreation?
Yes, you will be informed with everything, from from day one when you arrive at campus, we're gonna do campus tour with you. We take you to all these different places that are on campus, our chilling spots, our chilling areas. We introduce you to our faculty deans, your lecturers, everything. So we are gonna take every step with you when you come to us.
Sheriff, while you're on the line, another question, what are the affiliation societies?
The NW banner, we currently recognize 41 societies which were affiliated late last year, so their term should end soon. So when talking about affiliate societies, it's a society that is recognized on campus. They have all the authority and all the rights to run their programs on campus.
Thank you for that one, Sheriff. And everyone can decide now. Anyone, Isona and Koketsu, they ask, how long does it take to get accommodation in the race? I have applied and paid, but didn't get any reply. And then also, when will the registration period for 2021 open? But that, I think, Jabu, that one will be forwarded to you. Papi, from your side?
Okay, just to touch on residences, Mr. Pitt. In our residences, we are having a delay due to the COVID-19, but everything is going in order to ensure that all students get their responses, and especially prospective students, because already senior students are already accommodated and they have experience in terms of our campus. So for prospective students, they can just wait a bit until we sort each and everything out with the residence department.
Thank you, Papi. I'm going to come back with you on the race. Jabu, from your side?
All right, thank you. With regards to registration for 2021, because of lockdown and the regulations of the higher education, yesterday we watched the Minister of Higher Education just introduce that only 66% of the students are going to come, and then hopefully maybe level 1 will get information, and then as the institution will know when are we going to accommodate the students for 2021. But one thing that I want to say to the prospective student, don't despair. The university will make a plan, and then next year you will definitely join the NW Vanderbijlpark campus.
Thanks, Jabu. Jabu, another one for you. It comes from Tlangangeni. Considering the fact that we are currently going through a pandemic, marks are inevitably going to drop to some extent. Will the NWU compensate for us matriculants, and how will this be done? This is a difficult one for you, Jabu.
All right, I think all right. One thing that we encourage the students, because there's been a lot of support. Yes, we do have APS scores, the minimum requirements and all that. So, but the university and the faculty, however, they do make exception with students that are doing well, or maybe if they have maybe one subject or so, but I don't want to promise the student that. So one thing that I can encourage the student to do, work hard and make sure that you get those right APS scores.
And Jabu, you're not off the hook yet. Another question from Baulu. Guys, what's an undertaking form? And should I sign it even though NSFAS will be my funder?
An undertaking form, Pete, it's a compulsory document that needs to be signed by all the students. Why? Because we need that, it's more like your consent form before we can access all the information. So all the students, compulsory document that you need to be signed by student. So even if you are funded by either a private company or a NSFAS, then it's compulsory to be signed by the student and the both and parents.
Thank you, Jabu. A question, and I think this is the most important one. Please explain to us the difference between the SCC and the SRC, and then also a question to Michelle, the SCC fundraising officer. What kind of fundraising do you have this year?
Okay, can I start with the SCC and SRC, then I'll hand over to Michelle. Okay, the SCC is called the Student Campus Council, which represent students from our campuses, because we have 3 campuses all in all as NWU. Then for SRC, it's called the Student Representative Council, which serves for the 3 campuses, and we have representatives from the SCC, which represent each campus in the SRC. Thank you.
Okay, for the fundraising initiative that we had from last year, and also to care about our green campus. And then we also had Collect My Can during orientation, where we had a lot of students that were drinking cool drink, that were eating snacks. So we decided that instead, let's just collect all of those cans and go sell them and make money. Again, we have our fundraising account that we started opening it last year, where outside funders can actually donate and also can donate to our students and the initiative that we have.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for that answer. Another interesting question, and you're more than welcome, anyone to answer. The difference between, I'll come to that one. Papi, that's one about the campus residents. But I think, Sheriff, maybe from your side, there's how does NWU promote diversity, and also a question of if there's any racial related issues that have once arisen, how do you guys dealt with them?
Thank you, Pete. In terms of diversity, we are a campus that has all the races that I can think of. We have our white people, we have our black people, our Indian, our coloreds. There is just every race in our campus. And then in terms of racial issues arising, the institution is very strict dealing with such issues. So in the Val, luckily, we never had such incidents because they know, and this is one of the things that we teach them about during the orientation program. So as early as they get to our campus, we explain to them and we teach them. So we help them to love each other because we love one another at NW. There is never an incident of racial remarks in our campus. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else that would like to add on there?
Okay. Okay, Sheriff has said a lot. I'll just touch on what he has said. In terms of the race, we are not only talking about being black or white or diversity, and even our diversity in our campus is too broad to that extent that it even includes animals, because we have our springboks, we have our oryx, and then we have our monkeys, then we have our gooses, which we call them vuvu, which that forms part of our diversity in our campus. So I hope prospective students are ready to see our diversity, and even our wildlife begins at night, mostly due to the silence at night in our campus. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that one. And also from Denzel, I've applied for residency with my main application, but I chose a different one when I submitted my res application. My question is, which of the two will they consider?
Okay, thank you very much once again. In terms of residences, we check due to space and capacity, and also we check in terms of results. When you apply for your residence, we have different results in terms of our residences, different APA scores, especially for students who have an APA of 75% and above. They can get residences for on-campus residences. Then for students who have below 75% APA, they get residences like Bomo Ahi, Buhlali Village, and Longfellow, and even Faranan, because those are the external residences in which we provide Wi-Fi and even transportation for those external residences to ensure that our students are accommodated and are safe at the very same time. And even the security, we have securities there. Thank you.
Thank you, Papi, but you're a popular panel member this afternoon. Another one for you. We are from Limpopo. Koketsu says, and we will be offered temporary shelters during the registration period.
Yes, thank you very much. During the registration period, our academics officer, which is Mr. Siabo Mahlope, and even Sheriff Rampel, they are the ones who are responsible for welcoming students. We have an SCC tent, and then we have an SCC office in which we help those students who are coming from Limpopo and other provinces to put in their stuff, maybe bags and luggages when they are still registering, when they are still in the long queues, and when they are still getting our campus tour. Then at night we take them to Faranani. For males, we take them to Faranani for a temporary accommodation, and for females, we take them to Kumba residence in order to accommodate our prospective first years who are coming from far places. Thank you.
Now I've got a difficult one from Michelle. Sorry, Michelle, for this one. But it's a lady. She asks, how do we apply for residence and which one is the best?
How do you apply for residences? You can apply them at our website at nwu.diy, and also you can, if you want the best residence. Okay, I'm going to be biased. I'm from Faranani, and I'm currently staying at Horizon. So Faranani and Horizon are the best according to me, but we do have beautiful residences across our campus and off campus as well. So you can choose wherever. They're very safe. And but for me, Faranani is the one that is winning.
I think
you've touched on it, Michelle. Maybe just to give us a difference between a town and a campus residence.
Okay, off-campus residences, it's near the town. It's also near Valmo. It's where we provide transportation from here to campus and off campus. And then on campus, you don't need transportation because you legit stay here at campus. And we provide Wi-Fi, same as off campus and on campus. The difference is just that you stay off campus, that's it. Thank you.
Sheriff, I'm going to ask you a question, and this is on sport. DeAndre Lee van Vieren asks, due to the lack of sporting and cultural events, will our grade 11 achievements be taken in consideration if and when we apply for scholarships?
Thank you, Pete. Let me start. I think in terms of sporting events, sporting codes in our Verteenwoordigende campus, we do have a lot. We have almost every sporting code, and whenever you play well from high school and then you come here to study with us, there are some benefits that you're gonna get as a sporting person, as an athlete as well. So we encourage prospective students to participate in sport and athletics from their high school, so that when they get here, we even give you a chance to play, we give you a chance to showcase your talent, because we encourage such things. We encourage talent, we encourage new talents. We love it when we see our students competing and showing us what they have from their own high schools. Thank you, Pete.
And I'm staying with you. There's an interesting question. They say, and I'd like to ask you to give us a personal experience when you arrived at the campus and you see this lovely sight of dams and animals and the river. Now, Matricia asks, is there a swimming pool?
No, we haven't.
I don't think we need a swimming pool when we have the rivers at the dam. You can just go in the dam, play with other kids. And we do have emeralds just around us. So if you want a proper swimming pool, we will take you to Emeralds. Emerald Casino is just a walking distance, and when you go there, you can swim there.
Thank you for that one, Sheriff. Siyabonga, very, very difficult one to the academic officer. Is student life just academics and lecturers? Is it fun too?
Yeah, as we are part of leadership, I can't say student life is only about academics. So in our university, we promote all aspects of life. We produce graduates who are able to reasoning, who are able to stand for leadership in any position in the world. So student life, it's a diverse aspect, or it's a diverse department. As you see that me and my colleagues here, we are part of the SRC, as well as we are part of the SCC. Thank you.
And just to add on that, we also promote social events, social justice. We have a lot of professionals out there who studied with us here. So we don't really say we promote academics, we promote everything. We promote everything that is morally well, everything that is within the constitution. And we have a lot of people that we see on television that were part of us in the Northwest University. And those people form our groups of alumni, they even come here with us, they donate to us to promote certain things, and we are still one with them. They do events for us, they fundraise for us, so that those who cannot maybe pay their fees, they donate for them and they still pay. So it is a broad thing. It's not only about academics. We have a social life, we have cultural lives, as we have cultural events, we play indigenous games, we have sports as well. So our student life is not mainly about academics.
Yeah, just to add also, we also have events like REC, we have our freshers, and we have our residence event, and mostly in our REC, it's a 2-day event in which during the first day, it's the official REC. Then the second day, we call it the Sunday Soul Session. It's mostly on Sundays where we play nice and cool music for us to enjoy. And we even call our parents to spend the day. And we even have our annual Young Alumni event, which takes place here in the Vaal, next to the river, in the green grass and in the tallest trees ever that you can find in the Vaal. Thank you.
Thank you, Papi. Thanks for that one. Jabu, from your side, Bule asks, I applied for residency when I was filling in my application form. Does that mean I'm covered for 2021?
Yes, Pete, just to answer that one, because with the process of residence, when you've applied online and then you've ticked that you want residence, like with the Vaal, like Michelle has indicated that we also work with averages because our residences are different. I will say for follow-up, they need to consult the residents because there's a form that they need to complete, but that they can also do it before registration. But it's safe if you have indicated on your application that I want to stay on the residence and you've indicated your residence, so that when we go to the system, we can be able to pick up that you've applied for the residence. Thank you, Pete.
Thank you for that one, Michelle. Question to you, what is and when is O week? I presume that's orientation. And then also, can Michelle please repeat the website for res applications?
It's at NWU. You can go in at our website, official website, and then you can click for residence application. Then you can, there are a lot of options there. You get to see our residences and you get to see also their prices and which residence would you like to choose. So,
is that orientation week, the R&O?
Yeah, the R&O is usually around February, during the last days of January. And our orientation week is 1 week and 3 days, if I'm not mistaken. During our orientation week, that's where we also do community outreach. We take first years to different communities and to different old age homes, including orphanages, in which we donate food and we donate our service to clean those homes and those old age homes. And also during our orientation week, that's where we register our first years. And last year we took them to Emerald just for appreciating them. It was a token of appreciation to them because of applying to NW Vaal. So yeah, we have a lot happening during the whole week. And even our residence applications, they proceed during orientation week for only first year students, prospective first year students.
Thank you, Papi. Sports question. Looks like Sheriff, are there any bursaries granted for sports? And another question with it, do we have basketball as a sport?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I love that question. We do have bursaries for sports. We call it the sports bursary. You get it if you play sports at Northwestern University. And in terms of the basketball, our basketball ladies last year in the Varsity Cup, they were eliminated in the finals. So I think that was great. And then with our males, they finished 5th in the Varsity Cup. So which is still a good position for them to be at. But hopefully the coming Varsity Cup, we will definitely win all the trophies. So basketball, it's one of our best sport in the Triangle campus. We know they've been doing very well. They've been representing us very proudly. So sports, you can come. We are waiting for you. We encourage you to play sports. Thank you.
Thank you for that one, Sheriff. Sheriff is one of the main coaches there, or head coaches, I'm sure, for basketball. There's a question from Denzel. Are we allowed to bring our own fridges to the race?
Yes. In terms of residences, you are allowed to bring your own fridge. You can also bring your own chair and a table. But what we don't allow in our residences, we don't allow pets, and we don't want pets because we have a lot in terms of that. We have our own animals, so we don't want to scare them with your home pets. Thank you.
Poppy, while you're on, there's a question, and I think you touched on it also, but how do we accommodate minority in our campus in ensuring that their voice is equal as the majority?
Yes, in our campus, it is one of the diverse campus ever. We have our black students, we have our white students, we have our Indian students, and we also have our colored students. And even in our lecture halls, we sit together. There's no segregation or anything. We are one. Hence, even our slogan says as a NW, it all starts here. So even diversity starts here in our campus. Thank you.
Maybe Pete, just to add on that, actually in our campus, we don't recognize color as such. The only color that we recognize is the purple color, which is the color of our institution. Once you are inside our schoolyard, we are one. We don't recognize color. The color that we recognize is the purple color because we know that we are one and proudly love each other, regardless of the races that we have. Thank you.
Thanks, Chef. Thank you very much to you and Papi. Tlangeni wants to know, for the students that are interested in extracurricular activities, what process do we need to follow to partake in our intended, and also what is required from us in return?
Okay, that is very easy. When we receive the prospective students, we do have trials on the sports days. So we allow them to play in each and every sporting code that they are comfortable with. So as you play there are coaches there, we come there, we take your names, we spotting not only talent, but also spotting potential, because we know some potential needs to be nurtured and they need to be grown. So we're spotting potential players, we're spotting talent, and then we take them and then we introduce them to the institution teams. So in terms of, and we also have interest Wednesdays, each and every Wednesday we do the residence plays against each other. So that way we are able to spot potential, able to spot talent, we are able to spot gifts from our students. So in terms of sports, fear not, this is where you should be. If you want to be recognized as an athlete, as a sportsman, sportswoman, come to the Val campus. We are definitely going to promote you. Thank you.
Also, just to add on that, in terms of our residences, we have, as he has argued, that we have our inter-residence sports day on Wednesday, in which finally, after around November, we have our institutional sports day, inter-campus sports day, in which the campuses, we come together and we play together from different residences in our campuses to compete for number one. And that's where we have our scouters from different campuses scouting students to play in terms of varsity cup and to play for in USAs. And we also have bodybuilding in our campus, and we also have the gym in our campus. So we are a campus which loves bodybuilding. And in our USAs last year, we were in position number one. And for females, we're in position number 2 in terms of bodybuilding. We like strong people. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Papi. But I like this question, the next question, and it comes from Buitemelo, and I think a future DJ Fresh asks, with regards to our campus radio station, will first years be allowed to participate?
Yes, definitely. We even take few students to the radio station during the RNO week, which is orientation week. So we take students there to go there, and there are times where there are auditions where they take few students to be part of the radio station permanently. So if you are really gifted in terms of that, we're gonna help you. We're gonna make sure that you make it to the radio station. We allow everyone to participate. We allow everyone to showcase their talent.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. I like to add. I like to add. So, and we also have the DJ Society. It's a society for all students who are DJs and who are singers. And we, during our own events like Freshers and Reg, we take our campus talent. Like if you can DJ, you audition for the Reg and you get some little compensation, Yana, stipend after your gig. And we take even singers for our Freshers and even our Reg events. Thank you.
Thank you, Papi, and also to Sheriff. Another sport question. Caitlin Grobler wants to know, how has our hockey been doing? I'm a huge fan and looking forward to take part.
In terms of hockey in the Val, we take them to our neighbor, which is VUT. So they play together because VUT has those facilities. So as neighbors that love each other, as neighbors that live well with their neighbors. You know, good fences make good neighbors. So because we are good, so we play with them, and I think they've been doing quite well. They have been doing quite well. So I'm very impressed with that question and with the progress of the hockey team that we have on campus.
Thank you for that one. Michelle, I think this one is for you. Do we have a pageant like Miss NWU pageant?
Yes, we do, and currently we are conducting the Mr. and Miss NWU. It starts from residence level, where different residents pick their Mr. and Miss residents, and then it goes to campus level, then institutional level. And we are one of our Miss NWU entered actually Miss South Africa, and only got eliminated in the top 10. But yeah, we're very good with our pageants. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Jabo, I think this one might be for you, or Sia Bongo. Are the rights of the LGBT and community recognized and practiced as well?
Okay, yeah, I can say yes, the rights of LGBT, yes, they do recognize in our campus. As we all do one thing, they also allowed to participate in all aspects of academics, in all aspects of student life. So everyone is allowed to participate at our institution.
And just to add on that, we also have a society for LGBTIQ. So we allow everyone to be themselves. We allow everyone to express how they feel and who they are. We do not segregate everyone. We do not discriminate against any gender and race. So we do have them and we do love them and we appreciate them. Thank you.
Yes, and just to add, even in our house committee level and even in our SCCs, we also have a threshold and a rule that says we need to have 10% of the LGBTI plus Q society leading in all leadership structures, from residences to academic structures, and even in our SRCs and SCC.
There's a lot of sports questions coming up. Any gyms? And then also, how is the Faranani residence gym? Because I'm into bodybuilding, and does the campus have a gym too?
Yeah, let me take it.
We do, at Faranani we do have a gym. It has all the equipment there. It's user-friendly for females and also for males. So anyone who's interested to go to Faranani, most definitely they'll enjoy their time during the gym time.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Jabu, one for you. How does the application process work in the NWU? Could you please explain it step by step?
All right. Thank you, Pete. The application process, our applications are very much easy. When I go to schools, I tell them, before you can complete the application, we appreciate you by giving you a student number. So you get a student number first. The first thing, you go to studies.nw.ac.za, and then you click on apply here, and then you go to apply online. And after applying online, then you create a student number. Immediately, once you have created a student number, you will receive a student number and a PIN. And I will encourage the prospective students to save their student number and a PIN, because every day the students are complaining that I've forgotten my student number, I've forgotten my PIN, because we're starting the process with the creation of student number and a PIN, unlike other universities. And then once you have your student number and a PIN, then you can continue with the process. It's easy. and then immediately after that, then you can upload your documents. And then we are giving them a grace period of 21 days to can upload their documents. If they scan their documents, they must be clear and then sign their undertaking, and then after that, upload all those documents, the ID copy, the results, and the signed undertaking. And our application fee is free, so we don't want anything. We are a Northwest University. We want you to become more and be part of the bigger family. Thank you, Pete.
Thank you, Jabu. Another interesting one, a very valid question. What does the residents offer in terms of what is there in the homes and how is the lifestyle in the residence?
Okay, thank you very much. All in all, we have 9 residences externally. Internally, we have 9 residences. Then we have Oryx and Acacia, which are accredited residences in which they are private accommodations. Then we have Boshali Village, we have Faranani, and we have Longfellow, we have Ebukosini, which those 4 residences are out of campus residences. We call them off-campus residences. Then we have Kumba, Yasmini, and Verteenwoordigende. And then we have Chuchuka, which those are the internal residences in which they are on-campus residences. And those residences are the residences which need 70% and above. And those which were mentioned are residences which need below 60% or 60%, 65%. Then we have Oryx and Acacia, which are for day students who are traveling from home to campus on a daily basis, in which we also have leadership for them. And our campuses and our residences offers a lot. They offer from Wi-Fi connectivity to computer labs. In some of the residences like Faranan, there's a computer lab and a gym. In Buhlali Village, we are a sharing residence in which we are sharing with VUT, we are sharing space with VUT, and we have a great friendship with Vaal University of Technology. Then we have our on-campus residences in which they also have the TV rooms. They also have, a great one, the laundry room as well. We have laundry rooms in our residences, including for off-campus residences, we have bus shuttles which take you from your residence to campus and from campus to residence on given time schedules.
Our panel really has switched on. A lot of students' messages coming in. Can't wait to be there. What a great panel. And that's great from your guys. But Lerato asks, and again to you, Sheriff, do you offer fencing as a sport?
No, unfortunately, we do not offer fencing as a sport, but it's something we can consider, it's something that I know the institution is very capable to do. So we'll look into it. So I promise, as you come, we will definitely have that. Maybe we should start it.
I'm definitely sure that Sheriff will organize something. Esona, Kanti, Zinkabi, Ezi groups.
Sorry?
I'm going to try and pronounce it. Kanti, Zingapi, Ezi groups.
Or Zingakizi groups.
We have an unlimited number of groups. We have a lot of groups, I think. So we don't really know the specific number, but it's a lot of number. And I think in those groups, you might possibly find yourself at home in one of the groups.
Yeah, and even you are not limited in terms of joining societies or groups. You can join as much as you can, from academic societies to sports societies and to political organizations, and even worshipping societies. And even we have a choir. We also have a choir in this campus, in which it is very
Thanks, Papi, and thanks to Sheriff as well, also CEO Bonga. I think maybe this one is to Michelle or even Jabu. What can we find in the residence? Any things that we need to be bored before the time? Or will they get a list?
They'll get a list, but in mostly off-campus residences, we do have microwaves, we do have corridor fridges. Also on campus residences, we do have corridor fridges and microwaves. So if the person just wants their own personal space, then they can bring them. But if you don't have them, then it's not a stress. You can come as you are, and we'll offer everything for you. And we do have cooking facilities. You don't have to bring your stove. We do have our working stove. You don't even have to worry about electricity. We cover everything.
Fantastic. Jabu, from your side, do we have to pay the residence fee even if we are covered by NSFAS?
Students that are covered by NSFAS, they don't have to pay for residence fees because NSFAS covers everything.
Also, the res, are they safe?
Oh, they're very much safe. We have securities all over all our races. When you come in, they're gonna give you an access card, so you'll know, we'll identify you as our resident student. So when you come in, you present the access card, so that we can know that it is you that you're coming in. And when you sign in someone, we take out all necessary procedures to ensure that they're not bringing anything harmful to our residences. And yeah, it's very safe. Our securities are like our mothers and dads. They ensure our safety at all times.
And while we're with you can continue.
In terms of security, don't call them security, call them member. That means you are a member of NW. They call you member at all times.
So you're one of us.
You're one of us.
They are members.
All right. Do you have Bible study groups?
Yes, we do have Bible study groups. We do have 12 affiliated religious societies. So hence I said, we will find you a home away from home. We'll find you a church suitable for you. We'll find you a suitable religious group for you. So we have almost everything in this campus. This is a campus to be. Thank you.
Fantastic. I think back to Jabu, due to the COVID-19 and the delay of receiving our reports, will the application closing dates be changed, or will it be or remain the same?
Thank you very much, Pete. When you apply at the NW, we do consider the grade 11 report, of which I believe most of the prospective students they have. If they did not do well, then normally we take their grade 12, current grade 12 results. Already we have started with the extension of some of the selection program, which is now on the 30th of August, which was supposed to be on the 30th of June. So we've already extended, but for this non-selection, the closing date is still the same, it's still 30th of September. So the social work on our Val Triangle campus and law, there was an extension until 30 August. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Jabu. I've got another interesting one, and I think this one is to Sheriff, future politician. Machidishu asks, apologies, I joined late. Do we have a debate team?
Yes, we do have a debate team, which was the chairperson of the debate team is tesame. So we encourage everything. Like I said, come here. We have got you. Got you, Pete. Thank you, Pete.
Thank you very much for that one. Siyabongo, application process, the bursaries. Maybe you and Jabu, just give us a quick hint on bursaries available.
Okay, in terms of our bursaries, we have NSFAS, which is a national bursary that is open already. It's going to close on the 18th November. We are also offering sport bursary for students who are interested in participating in sports. We're also offering arts and culture bursary for students who like to participate in arts as well. We're also offering merit bursary to promote academic excellence.
Let me just, thank you, Pete. We have an achievement and merit bursary. So normally with this one, I tell students work hard and then we'll drop the fees. We don't want you to protest for fees must fall. Already with your results, then you can drop the fees. Say from average of 75 to 79, then we are giving a 25% off on your class fees or a tuition. And then from 80 to 84, we are giving 75% off on the class fees and then 85 to 100% average, we are saying you are not going to pay anything on your class fees. So, but this is based on the 6 best subjects, excluding the life orientation. If the prospective students that are doing 8 subjects, 10 or 9 subjects, we take 6 best subjects, then we calculate the average. So that is automatic. So then it will go into their student account, and then it will reduce their account. And then they must also take note that if they're using NSFAS, then they are not going to be entitled for other bursaries, but then for a merit bursaries, then it will come automatically. So I think the students just need to work hard so as to get this. And there's also, we are also working with the Department of Education. For those that wants to do teaching, there's Funza Lushaka Bursary, and we are working very close with the Department of Education. And then they cover almost the B.Ed for technical teaching, all the subjects they are covering. So if you want to do, you are interested in technical teaching, then the Funza Lushaka Bursary can accommodate you. So the opening for that Funza Lushaka Bursary, they must go to Funza Lushaka Bursary website. Because of the pandemic, the dates are changing, and then they can apply for it. And also for NSFAS, NSFAS is currently open. They can apply for NSFAS, and then they need to check the threshold and all those things that they need. So I encourage students to apply. Thank you.
Jabu, a lot of questions on this topic, but I single this one out. And Kaba asks, I am having a hard time with uploading outstanding documents. Is it possible to send them via email?
Thank you, Pete. Yes, it's possible to send them via email. The email is applications@nw.ac.za. When students are sending that email, on the subject, they need to write their student number, and then on the content, they can just indicate that I'm sending this outstanding documents, or see this outstanding documents, and then attach all those documents, and then they will get the response from our central application. If they are still struggling, they are more than welcome to can contact us. We have colleagues that are working with us here on campus, and then we can direct it to the admin, or we can direct it directly to the central application. So, but then the first step is to send to applications@nw.ac.za. Thank you, Pete.
Thank you, Jabu. And you in the spotlight, Sheriff, this afternoon. Another 2 questions coming to you. Tumisang wants to know, how do we join the choir? And then Tilangeli wanted to know, do you offer volleyball at the campus? I'm really looking forward to some more volleyball after high school. That's great.
Thank you, Pete. In terms of joining the choir, there are auditions. We have Voices of the River as one of our choirs. I know the chairperson there is Messi. So each and every year they host auditions, so they will select the best candidates. In terms of volleyball, we do have volleyball in residence level. We also do have it on campus residences. So volleyball, it's here. Come, like I said, we've got you.
Thank you for that one. I'd like to ask for the whole panel, is the campus in general close enough to towns? Is this a rural town, Vanderbijl?
All right, Pete, let me just take that one, because once they talk of rural town and all that, Val on its own, it's a province. I'm kidding. All right, we are in Gauteng. We are just a stone throw from Vereeniging. We are next to Sasolburg. If you know those places, we are just close to Sasolburg. And next to the campus, we have a shopping complex. And then on the other side of the campus, we have a shopping complex with Pick and Pay Hyper. And it's just a walking distance. So Vanderbijlpark is not a rural place. It's a developed place, and come and then have fun. And we have Emerald Casino just next to us. So when you open your windows, you will see the Emerald Casino. If you want to have fun, then you can go there. And then we have lots and lots of restaurants that are surrounding the Vanderbijlpark campus. This is the most beautiful campus in the country. We are the only university that is situated on the banks of Vaal River. So others, they are not. We are the only one. And we say come and experience the NW Vanderbijlpark.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Any other testimonials from the rest of the panel?
Yes. Because we are, as Mr. Chabu has said, that we are next to the Val River. We are also having a Rivera boat which passes next to our campus, closely to our campus. And during the day and even at night, you can feel the breeze of the Val River spreading into our on-campus residences, and even in our tallest trees that we have in our campus, and even in our residences here on campus. You can even see the greenest grasses in the Val and even in the whole country. We have a nice wildlife in our campus, and we have gooses, and even we have peacocks now. They've just added peacocks. We have 20 peacocks, and then we have 210 monkeys. And we have 200 gooses, which we call them vuvu. We call them vuvu, and which they form part of our mascot for our Val campus.
A valid question on this one, and then we're running out of time, so I'm going to give you 1 minute each to conclude. But a valid question on that one, on the animals, is are the monkeys controllable? Because I'm scared of them. Not me, but the listener.
Yes, they are. They are controllable. When they see people, they just run away. They like to pick stuff up, like especially when you leave your banana peels down, they just pick them up. Or in our on-campus residences, if you don't close your windows around month end, they are going to enter, obviously, but they are harmless. They are very, very harmless. Thank you.
Thank you for that one. I'm going to conclude, and I'm going to ask each one of the panel just to say a 1 sentence, 2 sentences, to say why must we enroll at Val, and why? Why did you choose it? And I'm going to ask you first, Siyabonga.
Prospective first years, one of the reasons why you have to choose Northwest University to come and study here is because this institution is one of the best institutions in terms of academics. We are part of the top 10 in terms of the rankings, which promotes academic excellence. We are also offering a lot of kind of support. For example, we have a student support in terms of SI, we have student support in terms of supplementary instruction, faculty mentors. So once you choose Northwest University, you never regret yourself. Instead, you become a better person like me who decided to participate in leadership currently, which is I'm one of the leadership of the SCC, as you see. So I can say a prospective first year, don't regret or don't even think otherwise to come to Northwest University. This institution is one of the best institutions, not just only in Africa, but in the world as well. So there's a lot, but if you need more information, you can even go to our Facebook page, which is SCC Facebook page. You can see our picture there as the SCC. We are all here to help you. Looking forward to welcome you next year as the potential president of the SRC.
Thank you very much, Siyabonga Hlophe, academics officer. Quickly, in a few seconds, Sheriff from Pele, and also answer this last question. Karate as a sport. Will I get enough time to train while I'm on campus, or is it only academics?
Yes, thank you very much. We do have Karate Society. They train every day in the evening, so you will definitely have time to train. You definitely have time to balance the academics because they don't practice during lecture hours. So in terms of me choosing the Northwest University, I think this is just simply the best. So I'm asking you this question. If you are not studying at Northwest University, where are you studying? Thank you, Pete.
Thank you very much for that one. The Sheriff, Council of Societies Office, Papi, Ramasilo, a last word from you.
Yes, thank you very much. And mine is very one of the funniest stories ever. Only to find out that I didn't apply for any university. I only applied for Northwest University. And receiving that last minute a letter that says that you are admitted to our university. And I had an opportunity to come during inauguration. When I was doing my grade 12, I found out that it was inauguration for all student leaders, and I had to see all student leaders in their blazers. And by that time, we were still using green blazers. The institution was still using green blazers and maroon blazers and even blue blazers. And then that's where I got attracted and interested in being one of the leaders one day and in being a part of this NW family. And we even offer PlayStation as a sport. We call it esports. We play PlayStation, and we also have a mind game like your chairs and your mrabaraba and stuff. Thank you.
Thank you, Papi. Thank you for your contribution. Michelle, last word from the panel before I go to Jabu.
Okay, so I'm a very calm person. I love nature, and this university offers everything for me. I can go to the river and study there. Whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed, I can go to the SCD, which is our student counseling development on campus, and we have our psychologists there. They can help you. I feel more at ease here, and the reason why I even chose to even continue doing my honors here is because of we are one of the top research institutions in the world. So yeah, I love NW. I am NW.
Thank you, Michelle. I'm convinced. Thank you, Michelle, and she is our SCC fundraising officer. Jabu, a last word from you.
Pete, I wish we could do this the whole night, but because of time, Pete, I'm an alumni of the Northwest University, particularly the Vaal Triangle campus. So I saw it growing, and it's growing. I must tell the prospective student, this institution, particularly this campus, it provides a friendly environment where you can get an individual attention. If you are a calm person, like Michelle said, then this is your campus. If you are a nature person, this is your campus. So to all the prospective students, as they are heading towards their preliminary examination, I want to say to them, stay focused, plan well, and hope to see you next year. It all starts here at NW. Thank you.
Thank you, Jabu. Thank you for your contribution too. Ladies and gents, to conclude our 3 giveaways, our first 3 winners will be Precious Clarka, Matrisha Leshabana, and also DeAndre Lee van Vieren. So stay connected to our Facebook and other social media platforms to see if you are a winner of the other 7 hampers, NWU hampers. The content of today's webinar will be available on various social media platforms. Certainly most important, you will be able to find it on the NWU YouTube channel. And thanks to all our speakers today of the Vaal campus. You are a vibing group of students, and you really gave us an insight of how the campus operates. I'm sure that the prospective students are excited to join our campus very soon. Godsong Kaufela, Salantle. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you.